each of the soul contract numbers has a category that it falls under. And there are four categories. So there's spiritual, communication, creative, and physical. I haven't really paid that much attention to categories, and this is not something that I learned in a training or anything, but I just got curious this morning. What is my predominant category or categories? Like, where are all these numbers landing for me? And once I figured that out this morning, it was just so interesting because the way I'm looking at this now is it's a theme. It's the theme of my life. It's how I should be approaching things. It's how I should make decisions. It's how I should move through this world. And then after that, it's kind of like a bird's eye view, right? Then after that, you go in with this knowledge, with your theme, and then you're working through all your chart, all the different areas. But it just kind of blew my mind today because if you would have shown me this list prior to me learning anything about the soul contracts, I would have said no to all of it. So definitely no to the majority of where my numbers land. So as you can see over here, spiritual is the first. And I mean, I've been interested in spiritual things, but I would have never considered myself a spiritual person. But this is now my theme. So this is something I really need to start embracing. And I have been through working, through my chart, I have been working on my spirituality, but now it's just like slapping me right in the face, right? This is your theme. And then right behind that is creative. I would have told you I can't even draw a stick figure, but what I'm learning about creativity is that it's not just now, if you had a six, the number six is, creativity that you're drawing down from source, and then you're creating something in the physical, which is why a six would land in a creative and a physical category. But I'm realizing that there's many different ways to be creative. And now I just have to, that's really something that I need to focus on because again, it's my theme. In a close third is communication, which is something obviously I've told you guys before, which is why I'm doing this, because a lot of my numbers talk about speech and communication. And I just, it's just funny because I think back to when I was in college too. And just over the years, it's gotten a teensy bit better, but I had to really force myself to, use my voice. But I mean, when I would go to college, I had this certain spot in every classroom, like way in the back to the right. And if I got there a little bit late and that area was filled up, I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to class today. And so my grades really reflected that. But that's how scared I was of sitting close to the instructor so that they could possibly call on you and you would have to use your voice. That's how scared I was of using my voice. And so it's just funny that this is my theme. And, it's got a good chunk of numbers in there. So it's definitely something I need to focus on. And then down in the physical, I've got one little number in the physical category where if I look back before I learned all this, I would say that I would spend most of my time in the physical, most of my time saying, oh, if this could just work out, I would feel better. Or if this could just happen, I'd do so many different things and blah, 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 So here I am trying to slug it out in the physical when two of my numbers are very like spiritual and creative, and then I got to use my voice. So this is just, I'm going to start including this in my readings for people that I do going forward. But if I've already done a reading for you and you want me to just quickly work this up for you so you can see, like, just let me know and I'll do it really fast. But yeah, just reach out and we'll get that done. But I just find this to be super fascinating. So let me know if you have any questions.